What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast, and hey man, you guys already know I wouldn't be coming to you back again so quickly if it wasn't for something really important. I'm gonna wait till some folks get up in here, cause do we need to talk about this? What up with your first person on there? Throw your name in there so I can shout you out, man. Pro Bowl votes are in. Pro Bowl votes are in. Pro Bowl votes are in. Ooh, the Pro Bowl votes are in. What up with your Manuel? What up with your Fonzarelli? What up with your Scout? Pro Bowl votes are in, y'all. The Pro Bowl votes are in. I'm about to pull up in my garage real quick. Hey, somebody tell somebody, go share this video and tell them that the Pro Bowl votes are in. And ooh, we about to talk about it. What up with you, Kerry? Hey, Kerry, the Pro Bowl votes are in, man. Yeah. What up with you, Prince James? Hey, the Pro Bowl votes are in. What up with you, Karen? Hey, Pro Bowl votes are in. What up with you, Maurice? What up with you, Kuye? Hey, you know I'm trying to bring you on. If he accepted, we gonna rock with one of the best, man. What up with you, G Jizzle? What up with you, Marcus? What up with you, Tip? Hey, the Pro Bowl votes are in. All right, man, we got enough people on here to rock, man. Let's get it popping. Hey, so 5 Dallas Cowboys. What up with you, Scout Ryan? What up with you, Justin? 5 Dallas Cowboys got selected to the 2018 Pro Bowl. Here go your first one. Ezekiel Elliott. Feed me. You gotta feed me. 2 out of 3 years, I'll take it. DeMarcus Lawrence. You already know Lawrence got the call. Come on now, you know Lawrence got the call. Now, Zack Martin. Zack Martin got the call. Salute to him. Had himself a good season. Having himself a good season. Go ahead, Papa. 4th selection from Moreno Valley, California. Tyron Smith. Good job, Tyron. And for the first time in his NFL career, that boy 31. They did not snub Byron Jones. Man, Byron Jones, salute to you, man. And hey, this right here just got 2 people paid, man. This right here just got 2 people paid. Byron Jones just got himself paid, and he just got his coach paid. First year at the position, first year, how you go from safety when they're dang near talking about, wait, hold on, pause it real quick. We got a president on the line. How you doing, Miss Tina? How you doing? Throw your club representation in there, and we'll definitely shout you out. But yo, how you go from almost being talked about as a bust to now you're a Pro Bowler? Wow. Yes, B. Jones, you're about to get paid, brother. You got to get paid. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something. About 4 hours ago, I did a show. And this is what they say, man. So Byron Jones is headed to the Pro Bowl for the first time in his career. For the fourth year vet, it's going to be Zack Martin, Tyron Smith, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Ezekiel Elliott. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to talk about the snubs first before I talk about the folks who actually made it. I'm going to give those dudes their respect. Now, Ezekiel Elliott, my boy, feed him, man. Like, all pro, lead the NFL in rushing. You did your thing, man. I hope you don't get to play in the Pro Bowl. Why? Because that means you'll be playing in the Super Bowl. So, really, none of this stuff really means anything to me. It's just, this is kind of like, you know, this is going to kind of tells you where they fit in the NFL, though, you know. But really, we don't want these guys playing in the Pro Bowl. We want these guys playing in the Super Bowl. All right. DeMarcus Lawrence, 8.5 sacks. Understandable. Going back to the Pro Bowl. I can dig it. Back-to-back years. Zack Martin, holding it down. Definitely held it down for us. His first game that he missed in his career was also the first game the Dallas Cowboys did not score any points. If you want to tell me that has nothing to do with it, then hey, 1 + 1 may not equal 2. That's all I'm saying. But that might have something small to do with it. First game in his career, and he ain't missed a game since, they say since high school? That's crazy. So, I'm just saying. Tyron Smith, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of surprised with Tyron Smith. Like, I think I was a little surprised by Tyron Smith because I think I talked more about his non-play than his excellent play, and I'm just being 100 with you. But hey, I think Tyron Smith is a hard name when you're looking at a bunch of tackles. Tyron Smith probably don't want everybody. It's probably, he did play better than average. He is above average, and I don't know. I don't know. Like, I would have been okay with Tyron Smith didn't make the Pro Bowl this year because it would have told him that he has something to work on. Sometimes, man, like, getting rewarded is not always the best thing. You know what I'm saying? So I hope, even though he's going to the Pro Bowl or considered a Pro Bowl, I still hope he, takes a hard look at this year's film and understands that, bruh, them young speed rushers, which get drafted into the NFL every year, bro, they're flattening you out. And so that's my only thing about Tyron Smith. So, I definitely believe he is above average. I definitely believe he is above average. You know what I'm saying? So I salute to him above that. So, but, I don't know. But hey, I'm all for Dallas Cowboys going to the Pro Bowl. But I just, I don't know. I don't see any Zack Martin. If you had to ask me right now, anybody on the offensive line that's playing at a Pro Bowl level, Zack Martin would be the only name that I would say. Because, and I know people say, oh, they're injured. Well, guess what? Zeke's injured too. Like, and he leads the league in NFL, and the leading the leagues in rushing. If you are injured and it's a difference. No, he's hurt. You can play hurt. If you injured, you can't play. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference. Everybody plays hurt. Like, that's just football. You have grown men running into each other on a constant basis. So, like, yeah, I understand he's, had his stingers, but there's been nothing that has kept him out of game. And guess what? The Dallas Cowboys kept Zack Martin out of a game. So I do believe that if they felt that Tyron Smith was at a point where he was a detriment to the team, that he wouldn't be playing. Like, they pulled him a bunch of times this year. You know what I mean? So, but Tyron Smith, man, if you go back to that North Carolina game, I'm gonna leave that alone. Byron Jones, man, I love the fact that Byron Jones is getting rewarded, though. Like, I love the fact that Byron Jones is getting rewarded. He's gonna get rewarded for his play. Like, I think that would have been the worst thing in the end. That would have been the worst thing that could have happened in the NFL this year is Byron Jones. You know what I'm saying? If they would have put him in a position where they said he was not one of the better cornerbacks in the NFL this year, because he definitely held it down. Now, I know LVE is probably the most obvious name. I think the thing that happened with LVE is, like, you can only vote so many linebackers. You know what I'm saying? You got Khalil Mack. You know what I'm saying? You got, I know he was one for sure. There's a bunch. I got to see the list on there, but the thing about the linebacker is the linebacker position is freaking stocked. You know what I'm saying? And also, he split time. So I'm just throwing, like, honestly, if you had to tell me who I would say who I would have felt if I had to take either LVE or Jalen Smith, I would have actually probably went with Jalen Smith. You know what I'm saying? So I think, there's been times where teams have figured out ways to get LVE away from the ball, and we talked about that extensively. But yes, I do believe that LVE, the crazy thing about it is, as long as LVE is in the top running for defensive rookie of the year, that's the only thing that really matters to me. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, the Pro Bowl is 100% voted on by the fans. So if you don't know who LVE is, you're not gonna vote for him. Like that's the biggest misconception that people get about the Pro Bowl. They don't even really get paid off the Pro Bowl. They get paid off of All Pro. That's what you want to make. You know what I'm saying? So Jalen Smith and LVE, they're still looking at it and they're still thinking like, yo, you know what I'm saying? As long as I make an All-Pro team, that's what's going to count toward my money. Because you got to remember, all fans, we don't vote on All-Pro. We don't get that. That's the Writers Association. That's them big wigs. So when you ask a player what's more important, an All-Pro or a Pro Bowl, they're going to say an All-Pro. Like a lot of players, you know what I'm saying, they'll even, like some of them big players, it's only like $35,000. I mean, that's not saying that's a lot of money, but think about this. Zeke got fined $40,000, $39,000 in 2 weeks. So I could easily, you know what I'm saying? So the Pro Bowl is something, but I mean, what you guys really want to be focused on is where do they stack him in the All-Pro? And where does he fall when it comes to the Defensive Rookies of the Year? Because there are some studs this year. That boy in Chargers, that boy Jalen, the one that got drafted right before him, the 18th pick. He nasty. And then also the linebacker we just played, Darius Lillard. He's a rookie. The one that had the 2 deflections. Him. Yes. We talked about him extensively before the game too. That's why I was yelling and screaming through that game, because I was like, yo, the very 2 people because I was like, man, I'm not about to do this whole team. So the very 2 people who I looked at were the very 2 people that made plays, and that was the Autry kid and the goddamn linebacker. Because remember, I told you guys it was going to be a battle to see who's the young new rookie linebacker. But I mean, you know, Eberflus, he know what the heck he doing. He handpicked that boy. He know what he doing. Just like we handpicked LVE. You know what I'm saying? And they both balling. So, I mean, man, the rookie class was stacked this year. Like, you know, that defensive spot was pretty stacked. So I want to see where he comes in at that All-Pro. If he can make All-Pro as a rookie, that's something he going to tip his hat to. That's something he going to tip his hat to. Because remember, the Pro Bowl is, you know, it's fan-generated. If they don't know who you are, then they're not going to really, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I'm happy that Byron Jones made the Pro Bowl, if he don't make All-Pro, he's going to be hot. Like, you got to make the All-Pro. Because the All-Pro is the best in the NFL. Pro Bowl is basically, you know, that's why you got players telling you, hey, go vote for me, you know what I'm talking about? But they get paid off All-Pro. So, let's see if LV can make one of these second-team All-Pro. If he make a second-team All-Pro as a rookie, ooh. That means they're saying that there was only like 2 linebackers better than you in the entire NFL. That's pretty freaking impressive. Like, that's the type of stuff that you make. And if you get enough of those All-Pros, you know what they do? They give you a gold jacket. 100. Like, you don't get All-Pros. Like, that's why guys like T.O. and, you know, well, T.O. had stupid stats, though. I don't even want to talk about that. But, hey, I just wanted to let y'all know, the 5 people who got the call, you got Ezekiel Elliott, Zack Martin, you got Tyron Smith, Byron Jones, and DeMarcus Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Those are your 2018 not all pros, Pro Bowls. Now we got to stay tuned and see who actually makes that All-Pro team. Because that's where you're going to get paid at, on that All-Pro team. You know what I'm saying? If you ask any player right now, what's more important, an All-Pro or a Pro Bowl, they're going to say, what you talking about? Boy, I'm trying to be All-Pro. All-Pro means the Writers Association. The people who actually, you know, critique this, do this, you know what I'm saying? They chose you as the best. And there's only 22 positions. But congrats to those guys who got the call, though. No, Lamont 55 did not make the Pro Bowl as of right now. I mean, he might make it as an alternate, and that's another thing that might happen too. Like, I could easily see LVE making it as an alternate. I think Jason Witten even went to as an alternate one year. Yes, and Smith made it. August, don't forget Troy, play action to 22 bomb to Rocket Ishmael versus the Skin. No, Lamont, LVE did not. But yo, hey, like I said though, remember, LVE is trying to get that all pro. That's what he want. Because the all pro is what gets you paid. But yo, hey, I'm West Coast, man. You already know what it is. If you know my slogan, throw it in the comment box, so I ain't got to say it. But hey, I'm going to say it anyway for the folks who don't know it. Never look down because stars up. Peace.